What's up? Thank you for joining me. My name is Justice, and I'm your host of MS Will Lose News and Views podcast. And on this episode, I'm going to be talking about, can I have a life with multiple sclerosis? That's a big question that you got to ask yourself, but I want you to know and understand that you control the answer to that. But you can have a life with multiple sclerosis. The first key to having a life with multiple sclerosis is knowing and understanding that you will now have to do things different. That's the first thing that you must understand when being diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, is that you will now have to do things different. You will now have to become a little bit more creative if you was not a creative person before. If you was a creative person, then you got to become a little bit more creative. But what I want you to know and understand is that you can have a life full of happiness, joy, laughter, and love with multiple sclerosis. But you will have to seek that. You will have to find that. You will have to create that. You will have to now look at things that you was probably too busy, running around living a life that you thought you was put here to live, to notice. I'll tell you right now, when I first got diagnosed with multiple sclerosis and wasn't moving around too well and was in and out of the hospital, what people was trying to tell me was that, I needed to go out and listen to the birds. I needed to go out and, look at the trees. I needed to go out and enjoy, nature. And to me, that was the last thing that I wanted to do, was to go out and sit and listen to some birds or watch some trees, things of that nature. Because, to be quite honest with you, I thought that that's what, old people did, or I thought that's what you did, when you were spending your last days, here on earth, is that, you went out and you watched nature. That's how I took it. But what I will tell you is this, is that, one day when no one was trying to get me to go, no one was telling me I needed to go, I went outside and I just happened to roll out in my wheelchair at that moment, and I stopped and I looked, and I really had a moment where I was enjoying something that someone told me that I could get some enjoyment from. Now, I also want you to know that I'm not trying to push on you that for you to be happy or for you to get some type of enjoyment out of life after dealing with multiple sclerosis is that you need to go outside and listen for the birds or watch the trees. I'm not telling you that, because that really don't do it. That's a hard one. You got to work up to that. Now, it's some individuals that like that off the bat, so it works for them. But I'm telling you honestly, it didn't work for me until I was ready for it to work for me. But what I want you to know and understand is that that's not the end of life. That's not what you got to be preparing yourself for if you was newly diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, is that in order for you to find happiness, you're going to have to go out and listen to the birds chirp or watch the trees turn colors or, listen for the rain hit the roof. No, that's not what you got to do. Because I'm telling you right now, you could be a thrill seeker. You can jump from planes. You can hike. You can do whatever you want to do. You can zip line. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm telling you that right now. It's so many programs out there that will challenge you that you'll realize, wow, I still can be active with multiple sclerosis. But what I'm telling you is that these are things that you're going to have to seek and you're going to have to find. You're going to have to find that support system, that support group that is showing you that you can live a positive and a productive life with multiple sclerosis. You do not have to be confined to a wheelchair. You do not have to be confined to the bed, to the house. Now, you may use a wheelchair. You may have PPM, which is primary progressive multiple sclerosis, and you are in a wheelchair, the majority of the time. But I'm still here to tell you is that you can still have a productive life. As long as you're able to control your thoughts, as long as you're able to control your mind, you can have a productive life. You're just going to have to search and find those things that, you are still able to do. You're going to have to reinvent yourself. You're going to have to find new ways of doing things. You're going to have to find new ways of getting that laughter. But what I'm here to tell you is that if you keep searching, if you keep looking, if you use all these tools that's at your disposal right now, you can live a happy and a productive life with multiple sclerosis. And I'm telling you that life doesn't have to be filled with you just going out the house to go to the doctor. because I know for myself, the first couple of years of MS, that was the only time that I went out the house. If I didn't have a doctor's appointment, I did not go out the house, because that's how I was dealing with not being able to do the things that I could do. I just didn't do nothing. So I'm telling you right now, that's what I did. My first couple of years of multiple sclerosis, I did not leave the house. The first 3 years, I think I didn't go outside when it was dark. So imagine, that's the life that I lived. I was that withdrawn. If I did not have to go to the doctor, I did not go out the house, because I did not want to deal with the life that I was given. I did not want to live. I did not want to live like that. But what I am telling you is that as time went on, I made my way out the house. I made my way back to doing things that I like to do. I just knew that I had to learn a new way of doing them. So what I'm here to tell you is that you can have a great life with multiple sclerosis, but it's going to be what you want it to be. Remember that life is what you make it. I'm telling you right now, you can have a great life. You can have a fulfilled life. You can have a positive life living with multiple sclerosis. But once again, it's going to be what you make it. Life is what you put into it. What you put into it is what you get out of it. So once again, I want you to remember that you are not alone, that you have a support group system out there. You have to go find it. And I want you to remember, stay strong. You are stronger than you think. My name is Justice. I want you to remember that. And let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's live this life that we was meant to live. You are stronger than you think, my MS soldiers. Stay strong. Peace.